What's up, everybody? Like a lot of people, I've been pretty closely following this Catholic sex abuse scandal as it's developed over the last, few months. I've watched as a couple of hundred cases of child rape have turned into a few thousand or more. I've watched as people have traced this scandal all the way up the ladder of the Catholic Church to the office of the Pope himself, right? And the Pope himself has culpability in this. Who would have thought? And I can't help but feel, as I pay attention to this, I can't help but feel that people are misdirecting a lot of their outrage and anger about this. There's a lot of people out there screaming for the Pope to be defrocked, or these bishops to be removed, or these priests to be arrested. And don't get me wrong, I'm not here to defend child predator priests and the people that allow them to continue to prey on children. Okay, and when I say prey on children, I don't mean in omni patris et filii et spiritus sancti bullshit. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Prey on children. Why is that? That's not even funny. I can't help but feel, ladies and gentlemen, that while all of that shit is really despicable and disgusting, and yes, I believe that anybody involved in this ought to face justice. Okay, the fact that these people are not only evading justice, but they're being allowed to continue to prey on children is disgusting. Okay, but I can't help but feel that there's a group of people that's even more culpable for this scandal. And before you ask me, no, I'm not going to say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, although that would be an interesting way to go with this video. No. Let me give you an idea where I'm going with this. Have you ever looked at the Pope, looked at a picture of the Pope, or watched a video of the Pope, and just wondered, I wonder how much that weird silk bathrobe that he's wearing that's crusted with rhinestones and shit, I wonder how much that costs. Like that weird pointy crown that he wears that's encrusted with rubies and diamonds and emeralds and those little slippers covered in black pearls. How much does that shit cost? Like, how much does it cost to dress this motherfucker in the height of papal fashion? Have you ever looked at a picture of the Vatican, or maybe some of you have gone to the Vatican, and thought, what's the maintenance bill on this place? Like, I bet the power bill for the Vatican exceeds the gross domestic product of a lot of small countries on this planet. How much does it cost to pay people to polish all that brass and marble and gold? How much does it cost to pay people to delicately clean all of those stained glass windows? Like, what's the bottom line? And where's this money coming from? If you're not following me yet, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you where the money's coming from. The money is coming from the reported 1.1 billion people on this planet that call themselves Catholics. It's coming from their donations. Without their donations, none of this shit would exist. What is their culpability in this scandal? That's the question I'm asking. And why aren't we talking about that? Okay? These people, these 1.1 billion people, all right, that identify themselves as Catholics, have access to the same information that you and I do. They've been watching this scandal just like you and I have. The same facts are being presented to them, and yet they still shuffle in week after week to Mass, to kneel on their pew and listen to their fucking priest read from the Bible, and then go up front and get a little bite of some weird wafer and get a sip of some grape juice from some asshole in a medieval cassock, okay? And then when that fucking collection plate comes around, guess who opens their wallet? Guess who opens their wallet and plunks down 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 bucks that's going to go for living expenses for a priest that's diddling children for a living? Okay, where's their culpability in this shit? Well, let me ask you a question. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, let's say that half of the Catholics on this planet tomorrow, 500 million people or so tomorrow, woke up and said, you know what? I'm not going to continue to support this. I'm not going to continue to live in my little fantasy world and participate in my little fantasy cannibal ritual every day. And when that collection plate comes around, I'm not going to continue to monetarily support this child rape machine disguised as a religion. Not a dime of my money is going to go to prop up this fucking Pope and these bishops and these priests that are preying on children or allowing it to happen. Not a dime. Can you imagine what would happen if half of the money that the Catholic Church gets every month all of a sudden dried up? That church would change overnight. And that's the only way it's going to change. That's my point. Do you really think that if, by some weird, bizarro world chance, that the Pope is arrested and removed from the papal throne, do you really think that's going to change the Holy Roman Church, ladies and gentlemen? All they're going to do is plop down another creepy old fucker in a man dress with a god complex to take his place, and shit's going to be business as usual. Okay? Dozens and dozens and dozens of popes have come and gone, and this sex abuse shit continues to happen. You really think removing the Pope or removing a couple of bishops or prosecuting a couple of priests is the answer? ladies and gentlemen, that the change, if the Catholic Church is to change, it's going to have to change from within. Okay? The morons that continue to monetarily support this despicable fucking institution are going to have to wake up and close their wallets. Okay? Or nothing else is going to happen. So why aren't we devoting more of our energy in that direction? Why aren't we pointing out that culpability? Am I crazy, ladies and gentlemen? Do you get where I'm coming from here? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm going the wrong direction with this. But I have a hard time believing that rational people out there genuinely believe that removing this 81-year-old creep from the fucking throne and replacing him with another one is really going to change anything. So let me know what you think. And till next time, peace.